Here we have the outside of the 2017 Benimar Mileo 346. As we move along, we will firstly come to the flue for the Truma boiler. We do not need to do anything with these flues, just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. And if you are running the heating or the hot water on gas, you cannot open this window just here. You'll see that there is a pressure switch. So if you open this window, this pressure switch will flick out, cutting the gas off to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. We then have mains hookup into the motorhome. When removing the hookup, make sure you push down on this blue lever just here. And then we have fresh water in. To fill up the fresh water tank, push in, twist, pop your hose pipe in, and to empty the fresh water tank for winterization, or if you don't want to be driving down the road with a great deal of water on board, we just need to go underneath the motorhome. Just here you'll see the green cap. Just unscrew to drop all the water out of the fresh tank. We then have the cassette toilet. So to remove the cassette, just lift on the blue lever and pull towards you. Before use, remove the blue cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. The cassette also empties from this point just here. Just remember that when you are pouring it away, to push the blue button in just here to release the vacuum inside. It is also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine. This is also a nice, quick and easy way of giving the cassette a good clean. If any debris wraps itself around the float mechanism inside, giving you a false reading, you can gain access to it just here. Just twist and then remove. All of these cassettes now are on wheels with a pull-up handle. Next we have the grey water drain point. So you will see the handle just here. Push it in to close, pull towards you to open, and it will then drop from the centre of the tank. We then have access to the garage, and we have the wind point for the rear bed. To wind it up and down, you just need to get the winding handle just here, hook it on and then wind. As we then move round to the rear, we have the bike rack just here. Drop down like so, bikes onto the rails, these through the wheels and pull tight. We then have these arms just here that then just attach round the bikes themselves. Above we have the reverse camera. And then we have access to the garage from the other side. Spare wheel just here, jack and wheel brace just here. We also have in here main supply and 12-volt supply. We then have the awning winding handle, which just pops onto this point here, and again just wind the awning out. Because of the length of the awning, it does come with what's known as a rafter pole as well, which is a centre pole. This motorhome is fitted with rear corner steadies on both sides, and you can see the wind point just here, and you can see that I've already wound one leg down with the winding handle. Next we have the gas locker. So we have room in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator itself just sits here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and screws into the propane bottle just here and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is switched off for travel. Next we have both the vents for the fridge freezer. As this is a fully winterized motorhome, it is supplied with winter covers. So if you are using the van in cold climate, you can pop these onto the fridge vents to hold some heat in to make it run more efficiently. To pop these on, come to the vent itself, slide both black clips out of the way, and then remove the vent. Then pop the winter cover into place, and then pop the fridge vent back on again and lock back into place, and then repeat the process on the top. Do not leave these on in the warmer months, or otherwise the fridge will just overheat and not work properly. Next we have the external barbecue point and shower point. So for the barbecue point, remove the dust cover, attach the hose to the barbecue, and then this end here plugs into this point just here. Once it's plugged in, it will lock into place, and you will then be able to turn the gas on. To release it, just push on the collar, push it up, and then it will release. Next we have the external shower. So as long as the water pump is on, as soon as you plug in to this point just here, the hose will go under pressure. And exactly the same as the barbecue point, just push on the collar, push it in, and it will then release. We then have the diesel fill just here. Cap unlocks on the ignition key. Tyre pressures on the door pillar just here. Underneath the passenger seat is where the leisure battery sits, and the vehicle battery sits underneath the floor of the cab, and bonnet release is just here.